She is indeed hip-hop Mandy, Amanda Schwartz, here for Schwartz on Sports.
What's up,
now,
Schwartz?
Schwartz, he runs all of the social media content. She is the 680 The Fan social media director. So if it happens on TikTok,
On the gram.
if it happens on the gram, if it happens on the book, if it happens on the space, we're starting a new MySpace thing. We're going to do it again. And 680 The Fan Girl. All of that comes from the mind and body of our friend Amanda Schwartz. And she was one time the host of the
Bitch Riders.
That's right, Chuck. The Bench Riders podcast, but she just hung that up. Hi, Amanda.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. And Bench Riders episode 1, season 3 is out now.
Thank
Go
you.
Stream.
All right,
Go
we're
stream.
back.
Very
Yeah, we're
impressive.
back.
We're back. It's awesome.
For now.
All right, so we'll get to Icks coming up in a little bit.
We will.
All right, let's get some tea spilled here.
Okay, let's spill some tea. So, story number 1, a new book is coming out about the legend of Aaron Rodgers, and his parents are the key witnesses in the saga of the Rodgers family feud. So, a book on Aaron Rodgers' life called Out of the Darkness, The Mystery of Aaron Rodgers is in the works, and Ed and Darla Rodgers were interviewed for it, and they, like me, spilled the tea. So, in the book, Aaron's parents blame Aaron's ex-girlfriend, actress Olivia Munn, for the demise of the Rodgers family. They basically told this story in which the two of them went up to Green Bay to visit the couple in 2014 before Rodgers went to Buffalo for a game, and then I guess he played in this game, and it was like one of the worst in his career. After that game, they said that Munn allegedly called Ed and Darla and told them they weren't allowed to come to his next game in Tampa. And Ed was like, hello, we're the parents. He said, actually, quote, you haven't been on the scene very long. You're just the girlfriend. We're his parents. And then they said that later in an email, Aaron said, don't attack the woman I love, blah, 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 blah. And from then on, they didn't speak. So the parents are just blaming Olivia for all of this.
When your names are Ed and Darla Rodgers, I mean, you're pretty conservative and old school in your approach.
Yes.
Because the other story came out that they weren't happy that Aaron was having premarital sex.
I did hear that.
Now, he was 30 at the time.
Yeah, his sophomore year at Cal.
They were shocked that this NFL quarterback was having sex with a hot actress. So that story came out, and then Ed and Darla were unhappy, apparently, that she was speaking to them that way. And then Aaron's fighting back. The whole Rodgers thing is the picture of fighting in the front yard.
It is. Jordan has gotten involved. He's like, I'm just kind of along for it. He says, don't ask me about it. I got nothing to do with it. They have not much of a relationship either.
Yeah, none of the brothers. There's 3 of them.
This is the whole you can't pick your family thing. And I don't know who's right or wrong. That whole family sounds like there's some stuff that goes more deep-seated than Olivia Munn and who he's dating.
Yeah.
But for this to be so well chronicled that so many people knew it, you ain't keeping anything quiet.
Yeah, and it's interesting, though, that they pinned it on Olivia, because obviously it's deep-rooted. All the brothers don't speak. The parents don't speak.
Yeah.
It's very sad. It's weird that they pinned it on her. Like, obviously there's something there, because where there's smoke, there's fire, but I don't know. I don't feel like it's just her fault.
So there are grandkids at some point involved, if there aren't already.
Yeah.
There are holidays that are kind of baked into it. Like, I don't know, sometime in December you're doing something. Thanksgiving, like other holidays, 4th of July, like there are times you're supposed to be around your family if you have a choice. Is nobody doing that in that whole family?
From my understanding, I think the 2 brothers that aren't Aaron and the parents are still intact and well.
And
but I think Aaron is the odd
off
one out.
Okay.
And it could be because both of the brothers also had football endeavors. And I feel like maybe when you have Aaron, who rises to the level of fame that he does,
There's jealousy.
and the brothers didn't, maybe they're jealous.
No,
Maybe
I think
it
there's
created
that.
a rift. But
So, yeah, it sounds like he's excommunicated
he is.
from the family. And
Yeah.
Ed and Darla and Jordan and all the other family members are all just, wallowing in their misery that he's been this successful rich guy and they're not seeing any fruits of the labor, maybe?
It could be that, but I'm sure more of the details are in the book, which comes out August 20th. You can get it on Amazon for $26.99.
When will it be on Audible so I can listen to it?
It's on Audible as well.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm in.
August 20th.
I love reading books on Audible.
Yeah. And you can save some money that way, too. Okay, so story number 2. Patrick Mahomes says Travis Kelce finally made a change that he's been begging him to make for years, and we have Taylor Swift to thank. This is a real headline. This is very exciting stuff. So while chatting with SiriusXM NFL Radio for a special town hall on Tuesday, Patrick said that Travis Kelce has finally grown out his hair because of Taylor Swift. Patrick said, quote, I've been trying to get him to grow out his hair, and all of a sudden, Taylor gets him to do it.
I've not seen Travi here in a minute. Like, how long is the hair?
It's not that long. It's like, honestly, it's not great looking. It's like a little bang.
He's looked like the classic G.I. Joe forever, though, just like the little fuzz.
Yeah, and I think that looks great. But he's grown it out where he has like a little bang, and he's also doing the little mustache that all the guys are doing.
What is the mustache thing? Where are we?
know.
Why are we in this mustache
I think
culture?
it came from Top Gun with
Did
Miles
it?
Teller. That's where I first saw it. Now all the guys do it. And honestly, girls like it.
Do
girls
they?
are, yes.
I don't understand. My dad had a mustache in 1983. 1985 and it didn't look good, and all of a sudden now everybody's doing it
He'd
again.
wear cowboy boots with shorts if she said that's what you wanted.
You think?
Absolutely.
Well,
at
most
this
men
point,
should, right?
He's
what the
done.
girlfriend says.
Yes, at this point, he's done.
He's done.
Again, I have to evaluate the haircut for myself, but you're saying you don't love it?
I don't love it, but if Taylor loves it, we all love it.
Oh, no, listen, her net worth, the success, I guess. Right, at some point, this was bound to happen.
It
I
was.
love how Mahomes is like on that side of things. I'm like, oh.
And I love how it's a headline. Like, Travis Kelce grows out his hair. It's just crazy what we see nowadays.
Mop up this tea.
Okay, last story. Simone Biles' birth mom hopes to make amends with her Olympic record-breaking daughter. So Simone Biles' birth mom, Shannon Biles, if you don't know, she has a pretty messy backstory, Simone Biles. So her birth mom was unable to care for her and her 3 other children, and they were placed into foster care as kids. And Simone's maternal grandfather, so her mom's dad, Ronald, and his wife, began to care for the kids and later adopted them. And that's who you see in the stands when they pan to Simone's family. It's the grandparents. And she actually calls her grandpa dad. Like, that's how close they are.
Not an unusual thing when in a situation like that.
Right, exactly.
At least in the South.
Right. Well, basically, Daily Mail got a hold of Simone's birth mom and did an interview with her. And
that's low. Leave that out.
So it's very interesting. Daily Mail got a hold of her and talked to her, and her name is Shannon. And she said in an interview on Tuesday that she wants to make amends with Simone.
The timing feels a little interesting.
It's weird. You know what she said? She said that she has Simone's direct phone number, but she doesn't want to reach out to Simone. She wants Simone to reach out to her, which is respectful. But why are you talking to the Daily Mail?
Right,
then?
well,
That's what I'm saying. Daily Mail, they're searching out a story. Leave that family drama alone.
But she wants Simone to reach out. Well, how is Simone supposed to know?
Yeah.
Unless you're talking to the Daily Mail.
Well, it seems like the mom is in contact with the grandparents, and the grandparents are obviously in contact with Simone. So I think she's hoping to maybe get in that way. But to go over that and go directly for Daily Mail is a weird move.
So when I said the timing, though, right?
Yeah.
Feels like post-Olympics. She's in the spotlight again.
Post-record break. No, it's really weird.
Where was the call on December 13th in 2022 when she wasn't in front of everybody?
Yeah, I think it's a nice sentiment. I think she went about it a little weird. She said, quote, "I want her to have her reach out to me. She's 27 now. She's married. I would have liked to be a part of that, but I just have to wait for her." So she's being respectful and a little disrespectful at the same time.
See what we're having here? We're having family drama. A lot of tea with family drama going on here. Folks, you can't pick your family.
Okay, last but not least, we have our ickies. So we have our icks for the listeners. If you don't know what an ick is, it's something with your romantic partner that turns you off for a second. Might break up with them, might not, but you get past it.
You still with this boyfriend of yours?
Sure am. It's
How's
been a
that
year
going?
now.
Is it?
Yeah,
So
1 year
serious?
anniversary.
Ducking all these ick bullets.
For now.
So are we on Ring Watch?
No, we're not on Ring Watch.
Color, I think she's on Ring Watch. It's
Can we talk about this stand thing?
What's this?
Oh, well, okay. You know, all girls have Stanleys. This is a colon ick, by the way, because Bella and I were in the back the other day talking about our Stanleys. We both have one.
And for those who don't know, it's the Stanley Cup, not the NHL trophy. Every girl in America has one with her in the car, in the console, or at the office, because gosh forbid you have a smaller cup to drink your water.
It's an emotional support water bottle. You always have it with you. Well, girls call them stands or Stanleys. We just have names for them, so we refer to them as
Stanleys
people.
is fine. Stan?
So you call your cup Stan?
Well, yeah. So does Bella. More so Bella, and I'm like along for the ride. But yeah, I do. I say, where's Stan?
We need to crack the code on Bella. There's something going on with Bella that I don't know what's happening. Bella's another one of our social media. What's her title?
Content coordinator.
Okay. There's a lot going on there.
She's from New Jersey.
There's more than where she's from. There's something that's gone on that we need to crack the code on Bella at some point.
Who's never heard of a PowerPoint before?
My input will be
that's neither here nor there.
Only to Cullen is when a girl tells us an ick, like it's like on the needs to improve list, like we take it and file it away. Girls don't want to hear the icks. Okay, so keep whatever your icks are, whether it's about a Stanley or whatever. Girls don't want to hear it.
Amanda, let me add this before you dive into your icks. It seems every girl in America has 37 items when they get in the car. The Stanley's over here, the purse is over here, the coffee cup's over here, the phone's over here, the second phone. I don't know how you keep up with it.
I know exactly where everything is in my car.
Do you?
Yeah, even if it's under the seat, on the right side, on the passenger side, I know where it is. That's where I keep my wallet.
Okay, so let's go for some icks.
My first ick is cooking different things in the same pot. So using the same pot to cook the gnocchi, the chicken, and the spinach.
The gnocchi? Did you start with the gnocchi? I'm sorry. Hi, Bougie. How are you?
I had gnocchi recently. It's from Trader Joe's. It's delicious.
What if I wash the pot?
What about a quick wipeout?
Okay, it's the wipeout I don't like. You can wash it and reuse it, but a wipeout, you still have residue.
Eggs and bacon. You're eating it together.
So you're
No.
saying different meals or the same meal?
Same meal.
Because everything's ending up in the same place.
I knew you would say that.
Well, that's
And
an
you're
ick of
right.
mine that you're trying to read my mind.
Yeah, I've had so many fried eggs in bacon grease. I mean,
Right.
it's not a big deal.
At
It's
some
not a
point-
big deal. To me, it's disgraceful.
Wow, it's disgraceful. It's the crossing of the food taste.
I can't have it.
Okay.
All right, next up, ordering a pitcher of beer for themselves.
Well, that's just gluttonous.
Well, yeah, and okay.
It is one of those 7 deadlies.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, the thing is, that's fine if you're going to drink that much, but I don't want to, know that you're going to drink that much. You know what I mean? Like, you need to space out
You
your
want the
beers.
third beer to kind of creep up on him.
Yes, keep them coming. Have one beer in your hand at all times, but ordering a pitcher to yourself is like, you know what you're trying to do, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're trying to get scaffos.
Trying to save $4
Exactly.
and there you go.
We can't have that either. Okay, and last but not least, not liking a food because of the, quote, texture.
Oh, then you and I can't be friends. I'm a texture. There's a reason I can't have
keto stuff.
I don't do tomatoes. I love tomato
Tomatoes?
sauce. I love ketchup. It's the texture of it's the slime. Mushrooms. The texture.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
wow.
That's an ick for you that Matt doesn't like textures.
It's not manly.
We can't be together. And you're not wrong that I'm not manly, but that's so
Ick.
there's nothing texture wise you won't eat because of it.
Well, no, I can do it.
Oh, you
Here's
can
the
do
thing,
it.
I can do it.
Okay.
It's not manly to
There's-
blame the texture.
Okay, there's a reason I won't eat a peach
Okay.
because the fuzz. But so that's not
How
manly.
do you feel about cottage cheese?
Oh, God, never a need for it. What are we doing? Cheese is cheese. I don't need the cottage before it. Unnecessary.
I understand.
Let me talk to this boyfriend of yours. We got to have
We'll get him in here.
We need a deep dive. There she
Poor
is.
guy.
Hip Hop Mandy, our social media director, and the return of Bench Riders.
Woo!
Season 3.
Stream now.
Thank you, Hip Hop
Thank
Mandy.
you.
That boyfriend. He is walking a minefield.
We gotta talk to him, and I gotta talk to Bella. I gotta figure out what's going on. There's a lot with Bella.
My goodness.
I just hear a lot going on there.